Hello everyone and welcome to the World Electrolysis Congress organized by World Hydrogen Leaders. My name is Johann Wiebe. I'm the Executive Director of the Hydrogen Standard, and with me here today is Mascha Smit, Head of Technology at Green Hydrogen Systems. Welcome, Mascha.
Thank you.
Can you give us a little bit of an introduction into Green Hydrogen Systems and what they do?
Green Hydrogen Systems is a company which has existed since 2007. We have been developing different electrolyzer technologies and since a number of years chosen to go with pressurized alkaline electrolysis. We deliver systems up to 1 megawatt currently, containerized solutions, and are moving forward to a first prototype where we have a 6 megawatt containerized solution.
Okay, if I may be so free to delve into that point that you made about the alkaline technology. Why did you guys choose to go down the route of alkaline, and is it better than PEM in your view? Could you elaborate a little bit on that, please?
Yes, I'd love to. We're not doing alkaline, we're doing pressurized alkaline, and that's quite different. And we've chosen that because by using pressurized alkaline technology, we can take both the advantages from alkaline technology, which has the long history, no critical raw materials and low capex, while at the same time having the advantages of the PEM technology, where we have the low footprint and the high output pressure of the hydrogen.
Okay, that almost sounds like the best of all worlds. The best of all worlds is also quite often used in the AEM technology or the prospects of it. What do you guys think about that technology and how that relates to the one that you're currently working with?
I think at this moment in time we are further in commercial development. We are actually selling systems while AEM is still being developed. The demand for hydrogen, expected demand, is so large that there will be room for all of us. And different customers have different requirements and because of that may choose a different technology. And we can obviously learn from each other. Developments in one technology may lead to further developments in another technology as well.
What are sort of the key sort of challenges that you see from some of your customers?
From customers, it's regulations and permitting is always an issue. They always want better efficiency. We are working towards that. They want lower capex. We are working towards that. But going from the start of a project to actually completing the project might be a longer process than what is initially thought. I think that's the main challenge.
Yeah, I mean, lower cost, higher efficiency. I think that is across the industry something that is being addressed quite considerably. What are some of the other challenges or maybe developments that you see in the hydrogen industry? I mean, regulation is obviously a big item. Maybe some other items that you come across that you think might be worth sharing with our viewers?
It's dynamic response. So traditional alkaline electrolysis was not able to follow the intermittent energy sources, sun and wind, solar and wind. It is reduced footprint. With much more larger systems, the area you can use for a system becomes more and more reduced, so we need to increase on the footprint. It's also, for instance, moving towards offshore technology, where we can use our current technology, but in an offshore application that has quite different demands, for instance, in materials use in a very corrosive environment.
Sorry to interrupt there. What do you mean exactly with offshore?
Offshore wind parks, where you could have an electrolyzer system either located at a wind turbine or some kind of electrolyzer island for a number of wind turbines.
So it's a sort of like a localized integrated system. So power generation and also the production of the hydrogen itself?
Yes, it is actually cheaper to transport the hydrogen through pipelines from a wind park to land than to do it through copper cables.
What is an interesting point you make about sort of the distribution and the pipeline requirements? Also a topic widely addressed at the conference, particularly yesterday in the masterclass as well. Some argue that the infrastructure is ready in Europe in terms of hydrogen distribution. Some argue that we need to replace it 100%. What is your view on this?
I think that we still need to do a lot of work. In the Netherlands, it's been said that we can use our natural gas network, for instance. However, I'm not sure from a safety perspective, especially if you have connections into houses. There's quite some significant changes, modifications, costly modifications that have to be done. But it would also mean from one day to another stopping natural gas delivery and switching to hydrogen delivery with switching all compliances and things like that. So that does not seem feasible. So you might want a purpose-designed hydrogen network and expand that. For tube trailers and those kind of distribution, there are no major issues, and those are scaling up as well.
Some developments might be further along than some others, and some are still in the pipeline to be developed further. Green hydrogen systems, what are sort of the aspirations that you guys are working towards at the moment? Maybe a little bit short term, a little bit further out. What are you guys seeing?
Well, basically, we would really like to have just a few percentage of the market.
Sure.
And then the demand expectation is so large. Like I said, there's room for a lot of different OEMs. We would like to be one of them. In the first presentation in the morning, it was mentioned that there might be a number of companies starting, but there will only be very few being consolidated and the end, surviving the journey. Well, that's, I think, our main ambition.
Very interesting. What is your impression of the conference so far? Have you spoken to lots of interesting companies, some customers, maybe some clients, some future prospects?
I think it's a very nice conference. It's a very good atmosphere, very lively. People are really enthusiastic. I have been approached by a lot of people after the presentation I gave this morning and after the panel, either discussing collaborations or as a potential customer. I have not been able to walk around, but I've just been too busy, so I will probably do that this afternoon.
Great. Well, busy is good. That was it from our side. Thank you very much, Mascha Smit, and enjoy the rest of the conference.